Hello, guys. Good morning. Dave Santarelli here from Santarelli Trading Exchange, BreakingChartAlerts.com, and Stock Options Trading Academy. First, we're looking at the SPY here quick. Market's not doing too much, picking up a little bit here. NASDAQ's up a little bit here in the pre-market hours. I think we're going to get a pop big earnings week this week, so we got to keep an eye on earnings. And first things first, Q's holding that 10. SPY's holding the 10 too. We're in consolidation the past few candles on Q and SPY. We take a look at the Diamond ETF. You'll see that retraced down to the 10 there. So we're going to see if we can get a bounce this week. Like I said, a lot of events this week that could drive the markets further, including Q2 earnings on big tech companies. Good morning, Elias. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Tyler. Good morning, team. So that's one thing. Moderna was all the way up to $100 a share here in the pre-market hours. It pulled back. It had a downgrade, down 7%. I'm not worried about that downgrade there. You know, I don't know why they did that, but I think we'll see that continue to rise here. Alcoa, Morgan Stanley maintains equal weight on Alcoa, raises target at $12. I think they have earnings this week coming out here as well. Watch list here. I was watching through the watch list this morning. Here's opening bell. Nice open here. Gold trade's doing really well. Take a look at gold quick. Gold having a nice pop here on a 3-month daily. Nice gap higher here. Up about 7% on our gold trade overall. And watch the market, see if we have a good opportunity here for some swing trades. We're probably just going to be trading mostly volatility this week here. We're going to have a lot of volatility coming in with earnings this week. Those of you that have not looked yet, let me show you guys the... here is the newsletter for today. Got a couple upgrades. Dropbox is up nicely here in the pre-market hours. Let me see if that's still up. TBX, that's up about 6% now in the pre-market, or it's not pre-market any longer, but up 5.62%, looking good here. $22 a share. We'll take a look at that. That might be something we could day trade. Citrix Systems had a nice upgrade from equal weight to overweight, $180 price target. CTXS. If we take a look here, CTXS. This is a really nice looking chart here. Nice big gap higher near the highs of the day here. I think that's going to continue to run, and we could definitely take a look at trading this, maybe doing a nice little swing trade here. Qs are getting a nice pop. Take a look at Qs here today, 1 minute. Nice climb here on Qs. Highs of the day here so far, continuing to climb, up about 0.5%. NASDAQ's up 48 points, Dow's up 1, and S&P is up about 3 points here. NASDAQ's definitely leading so far. And remember, NASDAQ, we have a lot of tech earnings this week. Q's getting a nice pop off that 10. I'll be looking for 270 this week on Q's if we have a good earnings week this week. Good morning, Paula. Oh, let me share the screen here. Sorry there, guys. Let's see, where is the Zoom settings? There we go. Guys, just speak up a little sooner there if you see that. Sorry about that. Okay, so going back here, let's go to Qs and SPY quick. Qs, like I said, we're holding that 10. If we change the SPY's getting a nice climb here off that 50, looking good here. SPY, here's another thing. We've been consolidating for the past 4 days here on Qs, SPY. Not much volatility here. We're seeing big intraday swings, but not really any direction here. So been consolidating the past few days. We have big earnings this week. I think that's going to propel Qs, SPY a little bit higher this week. Our gold trade, let me show you guys gold quick. I was going over that. Gold had a nice gap higher here. I think that's going to continue to run going into earnings, going into election, into COVID, and into the winter months there. I think gold's going to be the safe haven. We'll probably be adding to our gold trade. We only have about 3,100 in it now, but we're up 8% on our gold trade, so I might be adding to that. We have the gold GOLD December 18th 28 strike. Probably going to be adding to that and looking for a $30 to $35 target on gold. Let's take a look at Qs here. SPY on a today 1 minute. Coming down to that 10 here on Qs. We'll see if we hold. SPY. Getting up to resistance here. We need to break that 232 area for resistance for that next climb. I was talking about DBX here. We were going over the watch list. Let me bring that up here again. Let me see. I was talking here about Dropbox had a nice upgrade this morning. That stock's up about 7%, 22.23. Nice continued climb there. I'd be looking to trade that up to about 25. They increased their target there to 28 on Dropbox. Citrix, this one's a nice chart. CTXS, upgraded by Barclays. Equal weight to overweight. $180 target. CTXS. Take a look here. CTXS. 3-month daily, nice gap higher here on that upgrade, and that's starting that breakout momentum cycle again. I could definitely see this getting up to that 175, 180 pretty quick. Up about $3, 2% today. Gold still continuing to climb. See what Moderna is doing. TDOC. We have a TDOC trade that's going into earnings July 31st. That one's at $2.21 a share here, looking good. Continuing that breakout momentum, retracing down to that 10. See if it holds at 220. 220 is going to be support of the day on TDOC. If we get a climb off that 10, I'll be looking possibly for a day trade or a swing trade on Teladoc. I think that's going to continue to run going into earnings there. So we'll keep an eye on that. We have a Walmart trade. Our Walmart trades for December 18th, 135 strike. Walmart's up about 50 cents here, 0.34%. Consolidating a little bit here. What we're looking for with Walmart is that consolidation possibly back down to 130, or we just might catch up with that 10 and then look for that next propel higher up there to 135 to 140. I think our target...
Shares of AstraZeneca now dropping here after some headlines mentioning positive results.
I think our target of 150 on Walmart is going to be really solid here for the December Expo. So that's definitely one I want to be adding to. Our gold trade still on the climb here as the market volatility remains. Let's go back to gold, GOLD. 27.77 today, 1 minute. Climbing off that 10 there, still breaking higher. You're looking for that climb above 27.80 for that next run on gold. Let's see here. We really don't have much left. We had a lot of things that expired last week. We have gold, December 18th, 28 call. We have the Google July 31st, 1590, 1600 vertical spread going into earnings. That's a high-risk earnings trade. We have the Moderna August 21st, 80-85 call spread. That was fully in the money before, and let's see what it's at now. Moderna, still well above 80 bucks, 83.59, even down $11, 12% today. That spread we have for the August 21st Expo is still looking good. Going to be at max gains there above 85. So 3-month daily chart of Moderna. As you can see, as long as we're holding within this previous candle's body here, I'm happy with Moderna there. Had a downgrade today. That's why you're seeing that pullback of 12% today. Someone downgraded it. You know, I don't think it deserved the downgrade there, but we should see that continue to pop over the couple of weeks coming up here. Moderna's halted on volatility. Shares down 11.8% after AstraZeneca results released. Let's see, AZN. AstraZeneca. Shares having a big pullback there from the highs of 65. Take a look at that. That was a quick breakdown from 64 to 60. That day trade right there would have captured a quick 100-200% gain there. So keep an eye. Put on your watch list here AstraZeneca, Moderna. These are going to be good swing trade contenders, possibly even day trades. Astra Oxford vaccine study showing good immune responses to their drugs. Looking good. AstraZeneca getting a look at it. I mean, that just had a dollar climb there in that one candle. So the volatility is definitely there. Let's take a look at Moderna, see if that's still halted. That's still halted. Let's go down the watch list here. Gold's up 1.61%. Let's see. Baba's up 3%. Chipotle up 1.5%, up 17 bucks today, $11.53 a share. See what SPY's doing over here. Qs are getting a big bounce. Watching Qs on the other chart here. Nice climb on Qs. Want to see that breakout there above that 20.
Shares of Moderna halted at 83.59 on a circuit breaker. mRNA.
SPY breaking down at that 10 right now. Avilio said his vertical spread's up 79%. Let's take a look at that. What'd you get, Avilio? Put spread, or did you get a call spread on it? Gold trade's already up 300 bucks, up over 8% on gold. We just got that trade. I'm thinking about getting something shorter term here as well on gold. Maybe something for the September Expo. Let's take a look at it.
NKLA, Nikola, August $50 call sweep, now at 38.01. Shares of Moderna resumed trading now. Moderna now dropping here, 82.07. Michael Romeo, November Alpha.
Moderna's resumed. 83.50, 83.92, 84.07. Nice climb there. Oh, Avilio, that's a nice one there. Avilio picked up the 115, 116 vertical spread on UPS. Take a look at UPS there. That has earnings this week as well.
Now about the vaccine. Says the UK's COVID-19 vaccine is safe and induces an immune reaction according to preliminary results. That's from the Lancet.
Google's at 1508. Take a look at Google here quick. Google on the 3-month daily, it's holding consolidation and it's holding support at 1500. That next green candle we get on Google, we're probably going to see a rally going into earnings here. Big earnings week, guys, this week and next week. You take a look here, and what's today's date? The 20th, right?
Interim data showed strong antibody and T-cell responses. Results from ongoing phase 1-2 COV001 trial led by Oxford showed AZD.
Don't worry about intraday noise, Tyler, on Moderna.
It's a blinded, multi-center, randomized controlled phase.
Here are the earnings for this week. Corporate earnings here: 44, 77, 130, 155, 38. And then next week is the big week. 96, 199, 293. That's probably right here when Tech's going to be reporting 29 and 30th. Big week next week. This week and next week. I'm looking for a run going into earnings. So best thing we could do here, be patient, be disciplined. Look for those setups. We're consolidating on Google. That climb above, let's say here. If we get a candle above 1525 on Google this week or next week, I had to be jumping into some calls, possibly another spread. Moderna, 79.26.
continuing to tick lower, 60.26 down 75 cents now on Moderna mRNA.
Hey, Tyler, we'll see you in a bit. Let's see. Dave Gallo said, Dave, I picked up the Peloton Friday, 7:31, 65 calls. Take a look. Peloton. Peloton's getting a nice climb off that 20 there. So if you wanted to get into Peloton trade there, Dave Gallo, what I'd be doing is I'd be looking at least 65 as a target. I'd have stop at $60, a tight stop there. I'd be looking for something tight with this volatility in the market. So if you wanted to jump in, you said you already got that, but let's see. If I was to get in, let's see first off when earnings are. Here's the earnings calendar. This is the corporate calendar here, PTON. Hey, Juan, good morning. Nothing for July, so they have earnings August 3rd there. Let's see, he picked up the 31st Expo. That's probably the same thing I'd be doing. So if I was looking at Peloton, I'd probably be looking at, so 62.50, that's going to be short-term resistance. If we could break above that 62, 63 area, if we could break above 63, 65, and then again at 69. So let's see here, 64, that'll bring us up there. So Peloton, if it were me, the calls are too expensive there, way too expensive. So what I'd be doing is probably looking at buy to open, sell to open, and this could be a really great paycheck trade idea.
MJCO resuming.
Now see, you still have that MACD that's crossed there, but she's holding really well here at the 20 and at $60 a share. So if I was going to do this, I'd be looking at something like the 60. Let's see what the 60, 61 or 61, 62. So 60, 61 is only going for about 55 cents to be worth $1. One, divide that by 0.55. That's an 82% return if you got it at 55 cents. It's at 53 cents now. So max gain on this is with Peloton above $61 a share. She's above 61 right now. She's at 61.55 right now. So as long as she's above 61 a share, we're going to have our max gain. So this stock could drop by 58 cents right now. We'd still have max gain. Here's the midpoint. So you never want to do a market order over here. See that market order? Never want to do a market order. Instead, what you want to do is you want to look and do a net debit limit order. And if we put that in for I'd put it in for 0.55, you'd probably get filled. It's probably going to get filled at 0.58. If you got filled at 0.58, one, divide that by 0.58, that's still a 72.41% return if you're filled at 58 cents. She's at 53 now. You could try for 55. 10 contracts, that's only $550 for that to be worth $1,000. You know, and she's still climbing there. So like I said, she could drop 66 cents. You're still going to make that 72% return, at least. She's getting a nice pop here. I'm going to pick this up with you guys. 60, 61. We're probably going to get in for about, let's see here. Let's see if we could get filled on this. All right, we got filled. Nice small little trade for about, let me see, what did we pay for it here? Peloton 4.49 minus 3.91. Hold on, I clicked a different button there. 4.49 minus 3.91. So we got in for 58 cents. 58 cents for it to be worth $1. We picked up 20 contracts. So that 20 contracts we just paid, so 58, multiply that by 20. We paid $1,160 for this to be worth $2,000. So that's an $840 gain, even if the stock drops $1.20. We only needed above 61 by July 31st. She's at 62.04 right now, getting a nice climb off that 20. And like I said, our stop's going to be a candle below 60. Our target's going to be 65 or higher. But as long as it's above 61, we're going to have a max net gain of 1. Divide that by 0.58. Max net gain on this trade is 72.41% return. And this is a nice setup here. Very nice setup. Great job on that one, Gallo. You guys have to understand one thing, and I want to get this through to everyone. When the markets are volatile like this and you're seeing choppiness, make these smaller trades, you know? Something that costs $500 or $580 for 10 contracts. I mean, even if you only got 10 contracts, if you only got 10 contracts of this, it's only going to cost you $580 to be worth $1,000. So you're still making a $420 profit setting up a trade like this. And it's not a bad trade idea. Vinny, there is no stop loss on our Moderna trade. That's going into earnings and phase 3 trial of their drug. Today it was downgraded, so there was an event that caused Moderna to get that downgrade and trade lower here. Let me see how I could get off this annotation. Here we go. All right, so take a look at Moderna here, mRNA. You guys could see she's still holding that 80 pretty well, 80.44. We have the 80-85 vertical spread here. So what I might do tomorrow, if we get a green candle on Moderna, I'm going to buy back that 85 strike call that we have for the August 21st Expo. We're still in the green on our Moderna trade. So look at her. She's at 81 something now, 81.49. So Vinny, the best thing you could do with Moderna is be patient and be disciplined. We have the August 21st Expo here, and as long as she's holding pretty well here, I think that's going to continue to climb. Guys, take a look at Peloton. She's breaking higher, 62.49 a share, and getting up to that 10 SMA here, the yellow 10-day simple moving average on a daily chart. Looking good, continuing that climb and breakout here. Let's take a look at Q's quick. QQQ. Guys, that Peloton trade's beautiful. I love that setup there. Qs today, 1 minute. Having a nice breakout here. There goes Qs, 1020 cross. Here's the SMAs converging. You guys know my biggest thing I always teach you guys is that SMA convergence. We got the 10, 20, 50 SMA converging, coming together there, having that crossover, and now we're getting that big breakout per trade plan. So markets are looking good, continuing to climb here off the lows. Let's take a look here at gold, GOLD. This is a trade we're already up 11% on. We're up to $28 a share just about here. We're coming up to major resistance going all the way back to April 23rd, May 5th, and then this cluster here from May 15th to May 20th. So you can see we had a triple, quadruple. I don't know what's after quadruple. I don't know. But we're getting another climb up to resistance here. This is going to be the 5th time here that it's coming up, testing resistance here, right at around $28. So we got to get that break above $28.60 to see that run up to 35 area. That's going to be our big target there. And remember, the gold trade, we have a lot of events that's going to transpire that's going to push gold higher. Gold's typically a safe haven during election years. If you guys take a look at gold chart going back to each election year, you're going to see gold always usually gets a nice pop there, and that's usually the safe haven for those bigger investors to go park their money in until after those events transpired and the markets are a little less volatile. So I'm expecting gold to continue to climb up to $30, $35 is going to be my target, short-term target. We have the gold December 18, 28 strike call. We're already up 11% on that trade. Looking great there. Let's see, what else do we got going on? Piton trade, already got a nice profit on that. She's climbing 62.66. I mean, what a breakout on Peloton. Dave Galloway, nice find there on Peloton. She's up 7% now, up over $4. I like that setup there. She's coming down to that 10. Had a nice tight consolidation from 931 until 944. Consolidated between 60.50 and 61 a share during that time frame, and then we had that nice breakout. We retraced back down to that 10 at the 950 candle and having that break higher here. Look for 63, break above 63. We're going to be looking at the next resistance. Take a look at gold. Our gold trade's now up 12%, up $500 on our gold trade. Gold continuing to run up 2.32%. 3-month daily chart on gold looking good, $27.99. Take a look at Q's here, still running. Our account's building. Profits are rising here. Teladoc's having a big run here. We got to take a look at Teladoc today. TDOC. You guys know I'm a big fan of Teladoc. $22.40 a share. Continuing to break higher here. Look at Teladoc go, 1020 cross. Let's see it break that resistance. Market's getting a nice climb here. Q's are taking off, and there goes SPY. Take a look at Q's over here to the left. You guys know I'm looking at all my screens here, so I see a little bit more than what you guys are seeing on just this screen in front of you here. But nice climb here on Q's. Broke resistance there at that 2075, 260.75. We're running higher here. Now let's take a look, zoom out a little bit more here. Let's go to this 3-month daily. We should definitely see 260.280 at least by Wednesday here. 265 to 270 is going to be my target on Q's if we continue this climb into earnings. Big earnings week this week and next week. Remember that. Keep that in mind. That Tandem TNDM. Remember that Tandem Diabetics? We've been looking at that every now and then. Nice chart here though on Tandem. Got some resistance right around 105 to 106. Needs to break that for that run up to 110. Let's see. Trader 2020 says, Dave, will you look at VFC? VFC, that's in breakdown momentum, getting up to resistance at 62.50, failing at that. It's trading tightly between 57.50 and 62.50, but if you wanted to trade ID on this, it's in breakdown momentum. I'd be looking at possibly 55 as a target if you're going out a month or longer until Expo. 55 would be my target. She's in breakdown momentum. You have short-term support at 57.50. If it breaks below that, you see that first candle with the body below 57.50. I'd be looking at that 55 as a target. Teladoc still climbing at the highs. Q's are still in breakout momentum. Google's at the highs of the day, $15.19 a share. Take a look at Google, G-O-O-G-L. Nice rise here on Google. Big breakout from 1505 to 1520, 15-point climb. Is a 1% move there in the past, 9:43. What time is it now? 9:53. So the past 13 minutes here, she had a 1% climb here on Google. And if you take a look at Q's over here to the left, Q's is what's pushing tech higher here. Q's at the highs of the day, 2060.90. Looking good there. Let's take a look at Amazon. What's Amazon doing? Amazon's getting a big run, up over 3.5% for the day, up $101 here on Amazon for the day. Big climb, and continuing to see that big breakout there. If we take a look at the 3-month daily, what did Amazon do, guys? Come on. Look at that. She had a big retracement down to that 2,900 was support here. It held that support at 2,900, and she's breaking higher here. Now, I'm expecting to see Amazon continue back up to at least $3,200, possibly even $3,300 by the end of this week here or next week. And remember, Saudi King Solomon admitted to the hospital. He's probably, he's probably going through some issues there. I say that because obviously with the market, I know all these figures here, and he's pretty old and he has a lot of ailments, so that's going to be one to keep an eye on. Especially Saudi King, they're big into the oil fields, so keep an eye on Halliburton, ExxonMobil, all those types of things there. Matthew Mosel on YouTube says, good morning. Amazon looks like it wants to climb higher. I agree with you. I'm thinking about doing an Amazon trade as a paycheck trade for this week. So what I'm going to do right now, you guys know I'm a big fan of having a notebook here. Number one, paycheck trade on Amazon. I'd probably be looking at, let's do a trade idea on Amazon here. This will be the trade idea of the week here. Amazon. Colin says SRNE is looking good. I was looking at that a while ago, about a month ago. I think that was quite a while ago. But I think that's looking good there. CRNE, I'll take a look at that in a second. 958, 3053 on Amazon. So what's today's date? The 20th, the 24th Expo. That's probably what I'd be looking at. Buy to open, sell to open. I'd probably be doing a vertical call spread here. That's ATM or slight out of the money there, looking for that 3100 target. So with that said, I'd probably be looking at the 3070, 3075 vertical spread here. Probably pick that up pretty cheap. 2.20 to be worth 5. I divide that by 2.2. Looking at about 127.27% gain if you pick that up at that. Net debit limit order, let's see if we could get that at 2.00. And let's see if we could get that. If we could pick that up at 2.00, that's going to be a $2,000 trade. So obviously with this market volatility, we don't want to make $2,000 trade on that right now. So about a $1,000 trade, just like the other one. That's good during this market time volatility. 2.00, let's see if that could get filled there. Let's see, buy to open July 24th, 3070, 3075 vertical call spread. Let's see here. That was placed. It was not executed. It was just executed now. Order status. Here we go. Let's see what we got in for. 70.55 minus 68.55. So we were in at $2 to be worth 5. So we paid $2. The max this could be worth is $5. Nice thing about this is the difference between the two strikes here is 5.00. We paid $2. So 2 divide that by 5. 5 divide that by 2 equals a 150% max net gain. So this is what I mean about small trades during this time of market volatility here. Okay, so we just made 5 contracts, $2 each. That's $1,000, right? That's $1,000 for 5 contracts. The max those could be worth is 5. Multiply that by the difference between the two strikes. So 5.00, multiply that by 5. And remember, there's 100 shares per contract here, right? So if there's 100 shares per contract, we have to multiply that 5.00 by 100. So 5.00, multiply that by 100. That means each one of these contracts are going to be $500. So we picked up 5 contracts. That's the max they could be worth is 5. We paid $2 for them to be worth 5, right? So if we got 5 contracts and paid $2 or $200 each, this trade cost us $1,000. And the max it could be worth is 5. Multiply that by 500. So that's $2,500. So that's what I mean about small trades. We have this trade here that can make us a $1,500 net profit this week, okay? First off, you're going to be happy with a $1,500 profit. I think anyone would be. Obviously, it's not much as our $10,000 or $20,000 weeks here, but during this time of market volatility, it's always best to be on the safe side here. So number 1, we're making smaller trades, including with Amazon here, 5 contracts, and then we also picked up the gold, and we also got the Peloton trade. Okay, so the Peloton trade's already rocketing higher here. So that Peloton trade we picked up for, what do we say, 58 cents to be worth $1. So that's going to make us a max net there of almost $940. So $940 there and $1,500 here, that's $2,500 you're looking at already this week. So you're telling yourself, okay, if we have this payday here, if Amazon continues that run there and she gets above that 30.75, I'm going to have 150% gain on this Amazon trade. She only has to increase by about 30 points for us to be at that max net gain there. And our stop on the Amazon trade is very simple. Close below 3,000. So you get a close below 3,000, you're out of that trade. Our target on that is going to be 3,100 and higher. But obviously with this trade here, we only need Amazon above 30.70 a share, 30.75 a share, and we'll have 150% max net gain there. So nice setup there on Amazon. I mean, Amazon's outperforming the market here, up 2.75%. It's getting a climb off that 20, holding support at 2,900, getting up to that 10 here on a daily chart. She could break above that 30.70. We're going to be looking at 31 to 3,200 this week. So I like that trade set up there on Amazon. Let's see. Elias says he's in on Visa calls. Let's take a look at Visa. Visa's looking good there, Elias. It has $200 as short-term support or resistance there. I think that can get to that 200 this week really easily. She's got 200 resistance, and then I would be looking at 194 as my stop on Visa if you're doing a swing trade. Guys, Google's at the highs of the day here. 1525 and breaking out. Nice climb there on Google. There's a 3-month daily. Here's a today 1 minute, still breaking higher there. Beautiful breakout momentum, retracement back down to that 10 and that next breakout momentum cycle. Now take a look at Qs. Qs are running, having that next breakout here, 2061 on Qs here, continuing that breakout. Markets are looking good, trades are doing well. Our gold trade's now up 14%. Amazon trades continuing to run there. That trade's looking great. AMZN. Amazon, retracement down to that 20. Look for that break above that 10 here. 30.53, continuing to break higher. She was just at 30.70 a little bit ago. So get up back up to that 30.70. That trade we have on Amazon we just made, the 30.70, 30.75, that's going to be worth closer to $2.50. So if we paid $2 and it's worth $2.50 by the end of the day, you have to make yourself a decision. Say, okay, I paid $2. It's now worth $2.50. 2.5, divide that by 2. That's already a 25% gain there. If you have $2,000 on that trade and you have a $500 profit, you have to decide, hey, do I want to lock in that $500 profit today, or do I want to let that go and continue letting it go there for that $1,500 to $2,500 gain? Amazon's still looking good there, still climbing, looking great. Let's take a look at Piton. And the best thing you could do during these times, guys, is manage your positions. Qs are getting a big breakout. Take a look at here at the 1 minute today chart on Qs. There she goes, 261.28, continuing to break higher there. New highs of the day here on Qs. Nice breakout. Dow is down 127. Dow is down 127, but the Nasdaq's up 70 points. S&P's down a half of a point here. Looking good on our positions. Our Peloton trade's doing phenomenally well. Let's see here. Google's at 1528. Peloton 63.33 here, guys. That's already $2 above our max net gain on Peloton. Our Peloton trade's already up $300 for the day. Amazon's having a nice breakout here. Let's take a look at Amazon. Amazon 30.55 a share, continuing higher. There goes Qs again, new highs of the day on Qs. Amazon, Google, Peloton, everything's continuing to break out here. Guys, take a look quick at Overstock. We got an out-of-the-money spread on Overstock. She's at 50.59 a share right now, up 3.27% for the day. Take a look at the 3-month daily. Had a nice retracement down to that 10, and she's breaking higher. She's got resistance right here around 51.56. A candle above that 51.56. We're going to be heading for that 55.60 really soon there. Big breakout here, guys, on Qs. Market's climbing. 261.51 on Qs, breaking higher there. NVIDIA's at 411.05 and having a nice climb. Starbucks 74.08, not doing much there. Google's at 15.30 a share now. There goes Google. Google 15.29.50. Look at that breakout on Google here on a today 1 minute chart. Continuing to break higher there. Let's take a look at Amazon over here to the left. Google breaking above 1530. We have the Google 1590, 1600 vertical spread for July 31st. Remember how cheap we paid for that too. Amazon 3057. Less than 20 points away from max net gains of 150% on Amazon. I love that setup on Amazon. I love it, love it, love it. Jerry Stafford in the trade room says Apple's breaking higher. Market's on the climb, guys. It's looking good. Take advantage of this short-term trend here. Carnival Cruise Line got some calls coming in. 16 calls for August 7th Expo. 1,270 at $1. 1270, multiply that by 100. That's a $127,000 trade that was just made there on Carnival Cruise Line. Argus Research maintains buy on Citizens Financial Group, raises price target to $34 a share. Domino's Pizza, Argus Research maintains buy on Domino's, raises price target to $4.50 DPZ. Nice breakout there on Domino's. 3-month daily, she came down to that 20. She's climbing here. I mean, that's a nice setup right there. You could have a tight stop there of 385. If you're looking for a longer term trade there, that 425, 450 target that so many have upgraded Domino's to is right on the way. JB Hunt, Argus Research maintains buy on JB Hunt Transport, raises target at 155. JBHT. She looks like she's retracing, might come down to that 130. I want to jump into that yet. Qs are still on the climb. Qs are at the highest of the day here. It looks like we're going to have a nice breakout on the markets today if we could hold the gains here for the day per trade plan. Today, 1 minute, another nice climb here on Qs. Let's see, what's Amazon doing? Amazon 3051. Google 1533 on Google. Piton 6334. Look at that run on Visa. Hell of a run there. She might get up to $200 today there. That's a nice looking chart right there. I like the looks of that chart. That's pure breakout momentum, holding above that 10 the entire time. I like it. Elias is up $1,500 in the trade room already on Visa. Nice job, Elias. Elias got in the V calls at 10:03. What time is it now there, Elias? 10:10. How much are you up on those on that trade there since you entered? Just closed out a Piton calls for an 83% profit. Still in the percent. Nice job on that, Dave Gallo. Let's see. Colin said look at SRNE. Let's take a look at that. 6-month daily. Nice pop there on CRNE. SRNE. Qs are still breaking higher. Look at the today 1 minute there, holding that 1020 really well. Gold is rocketing higher here, guys. She broke $28 a share. She got all the way up to 28.09. Gold trades up about 15% there. $450 gain on the gold trade already. DBX up 6.65%. I don't know who uses Dropbox when you could use Google Drive. See if there's any good news coming up down here that we could take a look at. ORLY. That just had an upgrade. Look at that V chart. What a classic V chart. All the way down to 250 and right back up to over 425. Let's see, right now I'm gonna add the new trades we just made to YouTube here on the screen. Let's see. Really made those two trades today so far, right? Amazon and Peloton. I think so. All right, I just added those to the YouTube there. They should reflect. Yep, they're on there. Great. All right, let's see Amazon. Amazon 30.55. Almost got back up to 30.60 there. That Amazon trade is going to be a big payday for us. I should have added more to it. Should have made that at least a $2,000, $2,500 trade there. I'll add to that later on there if markets hold up. PPG. Ooh, what a breakdown there. She's flattening out, consolidating now. So you guys know our trade plan, right? So beautiful BDM here. Here's that 1020 cross below. Here's the MACD cross below. And then here's the first candle after. This is a confirmed entry for put. Here's your first candle above. This is your stop. You had a nice gain there all the way down from 112.25 all the way down to 110.50. Now what you'd be looking for here is, take a look. Now you have the MACD crossing above. You have nice support right here. Here's your support. So if you jumped into a call on this a little early, you'd say, okay, a candle below this support, that's going to be my exit. Where's your target going to be? Well, you have some right around 111.25 and then again at right around 112. So if you're day trading, that's what you could be looking at for a quick swing trade there. Let's see here. What else we got? What's gold doing? Gold 28.03. Slow, steady rise on gold. Let's see, where did I put the Elias, you're funny. Starting to get to know me better than my wife. Elias, you still in the trade or are you out for a profit? Let's take a look there. Visa. Gold is still running higher there. Nice run on gold. Take a look at Amazon. Amazon 30.57. She looks like she's ready for that next big breakout. If she breaks 3060, you're going to see Amazon at 3100 today. Very possible. If not today, tomorrow. Take a look at Overstock here too. OSTK. What a run on Overstock. 50.85 a share, continuing that breakout momentum. This morning we were looking at Qs, we're looking at SPY, and we saw that momentum continuing there. And trades are looking great here. Our TDOC trade, what is TDOC doing? We are up significantly on TDOC today. Wow, 226, guys. Teledoc's almost up 4% today. We're almost at 230 on Teladoc. Remember, we have the 245, 250, and she's almost there before reporting earnings. Our max gain on that Teladoc trade, we picked it up for $1.26 to be worth $5. 5, divide that by 1.26. That's a 400% return on our Teladoc trade if Teladoc's above 250 a share by July 31st. And remember, that's going into earnings. So Teladoc has good earnings there. And remember, a lot more people are going to Teladoc there, that virtual health, compared to going to the hospital with everybody there that has COVID. You know, so it's much safer to do that Teladoc, and there's a big surge in the Teladoc demand there. I've been using Teladoc, and, you know, I usually wait about 15 minutes to see someone. It's great. You see someone. It's quick, easy, and you don't have to leave your house or wherever you're at. So I think that's going to have a big beat there on earnings and revenue. So we're going to keep a look at that. And they're going to be talking about the quarter during COVID, quarter 2. So Q2 till now, nice breakout. I expect that to continue to run. Guys, Google's at $15.35 a share. Our Google trade above 1,600, we're going to have a massive gain on that too. That we paid $2 for to be worth 10. We paid 2 something for. Let's see, 29.67 minus 26.17. We paid 3.5 for that to be worth 10. 10, divide that by 3.5. The Google trade's a max net gain of 186%. And that's going into earnings as well there. So nice setup here, guys. We've been doing a hell of a great job trading here lately. There goes Google. New highs of the day here on Google. Continuing that breakout momentum. Looking good there. Vilio said Microsoft still climbing. I expect the general market to continue to climb here. 206.61, 3-month daily. That's getting a nice climb off that 20 of Vilio. If we go take a look at the calendar here for Microsoft, I think Microsoft's going to have a hell of an earnings beat. They have earnings this week on the 22nd. So what do you think? You guys want to do an earnings trade on Microsoft here? Certainly can. Let's see what Amazon's doing here. Amazon's having a big run. Look at Google, almost at 1540. Amazon, 30.64 a share, guys. We might get up to that 30.75 by the end of today for that 150% max net gain on Amazon. Looking good there. 30.64, continuing to climb. Love it. Chung Ho on YouTube says Apple's moving. Let's take a look at Apple. Apple today, 1 minute, nice breakout, 385 all the way up to 388, continuing that climb, holding that 10 as support there, and continuing that breakout momentum cycle and phase once we get to that 10. So big breakout here, retracement down to that 10, big breakout candle there, slow steady climb, came down to that 10, holding support at that 10 right now at 388, looking for that next breakout there on Apple. That's looking good. Amazon, still climbing here on Amazon, big breakout. 30.66, 30.67, 30.68 on Amazon. Continuing to break higher. Qs are still running here as well. Nice breakout, guys. We're going to have nice profits this week, I think. Gold trade's doing great. Google trade we just got into is looking great. Overstock's doing phenomenally well today. Let's see what else we got. Peloton. Wow. Peloton's still on the run. Peloton, 64.02 a share. We got in that when she was 61 bucks. Excuse me. Great job on that one, Dave Gallo. In the trade room, he brought that up. We took a look at it. I saw that nice breakout there. And on the daily chart here, we saw a retracement down to that 20, and we're getting that nice breakout there. I'm going to have 60. I'm probably going to say $67.50 to $70 target this week on Peloton. Ephraim, I sent you a message on Facebook there of stuff that's got to get done in the Facebook group as well. When you get a chance, please take a look. Dex says, look at Moderna. Amazon's 30.70, Chrisick says. Look at Moderna. What did I tell you guys? Right back up to 87. I told you guys not to worry about that. Here's the thing, guys. When you get a downgrade, there's a lot of fear that comes into the market, okay? Especially when you got these big analysts that come by and say, hey, we're downgrading this down to $80. Well, you know what? Those traders that have fear in them, what are they going to do? They're going to go, they're going to lock in their profit and say, hey, I'll buy back when she's done pulling back down to support. And she came all the way down to what? $77. $10 climb from there, only down 8% right now. 87.50 she's getting up to. We're already at max gains on our Moderna trade. We have the 80-85 vertical spread right here. Take a look at Moderna, and you're going to see what a winning trade looks like right here. Love this trade on Moderna. That's going to give us a nice gain here. We have the Moderna August 21st, 80-85 call spread. So you see the minus 10 contracts here. That means we're short the 85 strike. So from 80 to 85, we make max net gain. Above 85, we're still capped at max net gain. We paid 12.924. 12.924 minus 10.661. So we paid $2.26. 2.26. The max that could be worth is the difference between this, 5. So 5, divide that by 2.26. We have a max net gain here of 121.24%. With Moderna at or above 85 a share on August 21st. And remember, Moderna has earnings coming up between then. They have their phase 3 clinical trial here. They have their phase 3 trial going on with the vaccine for COVID-19, a 30,000 patient phase 3 trial. That's huge. That's massive. So they're headlining that, and that's a big mover there. So Moderna trade is looking great. We are now in the green here for the day. I'm already up $1,000 here, fueled by, look at Amazon. Holy smokes. Amazon, 30.83 a share, guys. Our spread's at max net gain. We have over 150% max net gain on Amazon, above 30.75 a share. She's at 30.84. I expect this to continue to run up to that $3,100 resistance area. There goes Microsoft, continue to break higher here, as well as Qs. Take a look at Qs. Qs are what's fueling the market here. Breakout momentum, 260, 263. 6-month, 3-month daily here. We're going to be looking at 360, 264 on Qs, possibly today or tomorrow. Big candle here. I'm expecting a rise to continue. We're going to be looking at COVID numbers that are going to be coming out in the next few minutes here. We're already at 10:30, and we are looking good starting off the week here, guys. Amazon's still breaking higher. We're up 30% on the 30-70 calls here. AMZN. Take a look at Google here, too. Amazon, 30.83 a share, continuing that breakout. Take a look over to the left here. Let's put up Google, GOOGL. 3-month daily, successful bounce, climb off 1,500 support, holding that 10. We're going to be looking at that 1,600 target for next week's expo on Google. I think there's a high probability of she breaking that 1,600 by next Friday. So nice setup there. Let's see, they're talking about Visa there. Visa, 197.33. That had a nice breakout there. Still continuing to break out there. Big breakout momentum. Basically, everything in the market here is climbing, guys. Doesn't matter what you get into. It just matters you're getting into something. If you're fearful, then, if you're fearful, you're up Schitt's Creek on this big run here. Nice breakout there. Look at SPY still continuing to run there. Definitely at the highs of the day. Broke resistance of the previous day. 3-month daily on SPY. It's looking good. I have 325 easy by this week here on SPY. Look at Google, 1545. We have another climb like this. We're going to have our max net gains on Google before she even gets to earnings. That's what I mean about that run into earnings here. You know? Elias says he's out at 100% gain on his Visa trade. Great job, Elias. 100% gain. He got in SPY, not Visa. What about the Visa trade you got into? Did you get into Visa? Jack, we all sell too early sometimes. You know, the best of us, it happens. Let's see. Dr. Reber says, what's up, everyone? Dave, look at Facebook and Square. Great work. Wish I could be in with you more. Thanks, Doc. Hope practice is going well out there. How's practice holding up? They're talking about cutting down those elective surgeries again. Are you worried about that? Let's see here. Amazon's still on the run. He wants to take a look at Facebook and Square. We're going to take a look at that. Amazon, $30.90 a share, guys. $30.90 a share on Amazon. Unbelievable. Google, $15.46. All right, Dr. Reber wants to take a look at Facebook. I think Facebook's going to see that 250 really easily next week. If we want to make a trade on Facebook, we could definitely jump in. Dr. Reber, if you wanted a trade ID on Facebook, I'd be looking at the 245 strike call for the July 31st Expo. Or if you wanted a little bit safer trade there, go with the August 21st monthly Expo. 245, even up to the 250 strike. I'd probably do about the 245 strike call. If you wanted something even safer, she's got some strong support there right at around 230. You could end up doing the 230, 235 vertical spread for the July 31st or the August 21st monthly Expo. Both of those look great. Let's see. Gold trades up nicely. We could lock in profits on that. Now let's take a look at Square he wanted to take a look at. Square's looking absolutely fantastic. Excuse me there. Let's take a look at the calendar here for Square. Square, nothing coming up until August 5th. Square, I really like that Square setup. I'd probably be looking for the let's see here, probably for next week's Expo before earnings. I think she could have a really nice climb before earnings there. Let's take a look at the option chain, bring that up. The 125 strike call for next week's Expo is unbelievably cheap there, Doc. 125 strike at 580, $580 a contract. Nice open interest. More call buyers than put buyers there. I like that 125. I'd have on there 135 to 140 as a target. And again, you get to 135 here by July 31st, you're having 100% gain on that 125 strike call. So that's easily doable there. Nice bounce off support right around 120. Not even retracement down to that 20. Maybe right here on the 14th there, but still a nice climb there. 130 to 135 short-term target this week, next week's Expo. Nice setup there. You want to jump in, that's what I'd be getting. The 125 strike call for the August 30 or July 31st Expo. That's going for about 575 to 6. So you could get in there for about 585 or less. One contract's going to cost $585. 10 contracts will cost $5,850. It's looking good. Tight stop, candle below 120. You're out of that trade. You're looking for that 130 to 135 target. Me personally, closer to 133 to 140 would be my personal target if I got into that. Look at Google still running, almost at 1550. Are you guys still in the Google trade with us? 1590, 1600. Peloton, what's Peloton doing over here? 6430, still breaking higher. Unbelievable. Love the looks of today, guys. Nice breakout here. Big earnings week coming up this week and next week. Elias, what were you using on the SPY trade? Were you using the 1 minute today, or were you using the 3 or 5 minute candle? He's using the 1 and 5. So if you take a look here, SPY, here's one thing you could do. Have one here on the today 1 minute, and then here you could have this on the 5 minute, and you could see here's SPY on the 5 minute, here's SPY on the today 1 minute. So two totally different charts here. You're not really stressing out here when you're having that big breakout here. No red candles you're seeing, but here you have nice consolidation between what 10:07 and 10:14. Over here 10:07 and 10:14, it's got this candle to 10:15. So you see there you had a nice breakout watching the 5 minute, while here you're watching that consolidation period. So if you're finding yourself disciplined enough where that consolidation period doesn't bother you and you could see that clearly, then you're okay watching the today 1 minute. But if you find yourself being a ticker, and when I say a ticker, it's a term I use with my traders here, it's when you're watching one of these, and look at the breakout here on SPY, hell of a move here. And when you're watching that and you're saying, oh, on this candle here, 10:08, she's below, I don't know what to do. And then you sell and you take a loss. And then on this candle, you jump back and say, oh, she's breaking higher again. And then you become a ticker. You're watching each candle 1 minute here, and you're getting emotional based on that tick there, each one of these ticks. So if you don't want to be a ticker, if you're emotional with trading, you could certainly move to that 5 or 10 minute today chart instead of that 1 minute today. Nice gains here today. Counts definitely in the green deeply today. What the heck's Moderna at now? Is she still moving there, guys? $87 a share. Qs are having a nice run there as well. Here's Qs on a 5 minute now. Take a look at Qs. Big breakout momentum, 1020 cross. And bam, big breakout there if you're watching a 5 minute chart on Qs compared to a 1 minute today chart. So here's the 1 minute to the left. To the right, you have the 5 minute chart today. So each one of these candles to the right represents 5 minutes. Each one of these candles over here to the left represent 1 minute. So if you find yourself being an emotional trader, switch over to that 5 minute like Elias is doing. Or you could watch both of them and it'll help you become a better trader as well. Elias, hell of a job today. Look at this boy here. Elias made $6,500 today. Hell of a job, Elias. He owns a very famous car shop up in Virginia Beach there. High-end cars they do. Great job, Elias. $6,500 supplemented. Well done. Where's the other one at in here? Jack's a good one. Skyjack. Where's everyone else at? Havis. Did Havis trade yet today? Gallo's usually a big trader. Paul is there. Crazy volume on Starbucks, 76 this week. I'm looking at Starbucks over to the right here. Starbucks. Let's change that back to today 1 minute. 3 month daily. They might be picking that up, but for me, I'd be looking for a move above 75 before I entered into Starbucks. And you see what I mean? It's not that big of a day, like there's not too much going on, but we're having a pretty decent day here. Let me see here. Oh, what is going on? You know, it's not that big of a day. Profit and loss today so far, we have a profit of $2,233.20. Nowhere near Elias's $6,500 profit, but, you know, not bad here for some swing trades. He's been focusing on day trades. We've been doing some swing trades here. Nice job. Great job, Elias. Great job, team. A lot of you guys are doing well in there, and I love seeing that. Love seeing that. Look at that move on Qs right here. I'm watching over here to the left. Take a look at Qs. Here we go. Today, 1 minute. Look at that move on the Qs. What a breakout. Let's see. Sao Paulo said he made 101% gain. I don't know your name, SP. Look at Gallo. Dave, I'm up $1,400. He's up $1,465 realized and $2,450 unrealized. Great job today, Gallo. Love that. Square in beast mode. Did Dr. Reber get into that square trade idea? Jeff Oakley. How's Jeff Oakley doing? MasterCard's moving, says Tyler. We'll take a look at that. Microsoft. Vincenzo's up 39% on Microsoft. Nice job. Vroom, have you guys been trading today? Or not yet? Nice job, guys. Love seeing your success stories. Colin made 11% in 1.5 minutes on Square. Nice job, Colin. I should be day trading that with you here. Let's see Square. Square's going to have a nice... Look at Square still running. Wow. Guys, Square's going to have a run back up to that 135 really quick there. I'd be jumping in that if I were... Let's make a trade on it. We can make a trade on this and then get off for the morning here. Bob and Genevieve said he just discovered he's a ticker on YouTube there. Well, we could help you with that, Bob. Great thing what you did with that Tombstone 2 out there in Arizona. I appreciate people like you. July 31st on Square. Remember we went over this idea here. What was it, the 125 strike? It was $5. Remember, she's already at 720. I think it was the 125 we were looking at. Yeah, the 125, it was 5. So I said at 135 we have 100% gain here. This one, honestly, in the money vertical spread. Easy money. Buy to open, sell to open. Let's see what it's going for this week. The 24th. Let's say the 134, 135. If it got up there, I'm sure this is going to make a massive gain. 18 cents to be worth $1. 1 divide that by 0.18. This will be a 460% gain with Square at or above 135 by July 24th. So Square's up 7 points today. Another 7-point move there, and you're going to have that 460% return. You know, so that's something out of the money. Now, if you wanted something in the money, this is only 18 cents now. 1 divide that by 0.18. Yep, 460% gain. That's not bad. I love that setup there. Now, if you wanted to go to July 31st and do the same, 134, 135, that little extra time is going to cost you more. So it was 17, 18 cents. Now it's 34 cents to go with that July 31st, which is still dirt cheap. Dirt cheap there. What do I want to do? What a run on Square. I want to capture something for this week. Even if we did the July 24th and we picked up the 127, 128 spread, or even the 129, 130. 40 cents to be worth $1. 1 divide that by 0.4. That's a max net gain of 150%. That's not a bad setup here. 3-month daily chart on Square. I mean, it definitely doesn't look like she's going to break down and start going lower after that candle, right? Looks like we're going to get up to around that 134 resistance possibly this week. So do I want to go with that, or do I want to go with that 134, 135, and then we just have one nice day of a 1% pop there? We could close that out. I mean, look at, she was 17 cents. Now she's 21 as she's continuing higher. I mean, that 17 cents is now worth 26 cents there. So you have to understand with these spreads here, you can make some massive returns really quick just trading the spreads even. So Square's retracing now. Let's see if we could pick that up cheap. Net debit limit order. Let's see if we could get in 1 divide that by 0.19. That'd be about a 430% gain if I picked it up for 19 cents. Net debit limit order. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I'll probably look at that towards the afternoon session there. If she holds, I'll jump in. But that is looking good, guys. Google 1547 still up there. Amazon 3079, 3080. Glad we got into that Amazon trade. Looks good. Let's see, gold trades up. Wow, gold is doing well here too. Nice move on gold. Got all the way up to 2016. 28.16. Good morning, Anthony, Chung, Bob and Genevieve, Matthew. Good morning. Another climb here. Markets are looking good, still climbing. Qs are on the run too here as well. Climbing at that 1020, looking good. Amazon shares are trading higher after MKM Partners maintains its buy rating on the stock and raised its price target from $25.25 to $3,350 per share. The stock has seen an increase in volatility amid the global coronavirus pandemic, which has caused people to order more online. Definitely a great trade setup on Amazon. I love that setup. There goes Q's continuing to climb there, pop higher. Did you guys happen to get 2 trade emails on the Amazon trade? Just looked here and I got 2 emails on it. who is holding a briefing now on the coronavirus. So you might see a little choppiness here during that. But not much else here. Nvidia is looking good today here as well. Big breakout from 407 to 415. 3-month daily on Nvidia. She looks like she's getting right up to 425 again, guys. This is a nice opportunity to add Nvidia and get something for this week's expo. And then you have a tight stop there of 409. Not even. 410. 410 would be your stop. And let's take a look at that option chain here. We take a look at that option chain. If you wanted to pick up something on Nvidia for this week, you could pick up the 415 strike call. Nice volume, open interest. Look at the call side versus the put side here. You got much more on the call side than the put side over here. So here's the volume and open interest. Here's the open interest and volume. So that's telling you there's a lot more investors buying calls than puts on Nvidia. This is for the July 24th Expo. So if it were me and I was looking at this and I wanted a short-term swing trade, I'd be picking up that 415 strike call. It's going for about $775 theoretically. So one contract's going to cost $778. And then if you have that 425, 430 target, you know, that could be worth between $10 and $15. So 10, divide that by 7.75. That'd be a 29% return if she got up to that 430, and that's worth 15. 15, divide that by 7.75. That's going to be about a 94% return if you reach target number 1 compared to target number 2 on Nvidia. But you guys know the trade plan. Here's the retracement down to that 10. Breakout, next resistance, 425 to 430. So 430 to 425. That's going to be your target area for this week's expo on Nvidia. If you wanted to jump in a trade idea on Nvidia there. I like that. The 415 call going for $795. Looks good. Microsoft. Price target changed to $225. I like Microsoft. I was thinking about doing a trade on that before. I really like that setup on Microsoft. We could get something for the July 31st Expo on Microsoft if we wanted to do a small trade on that. Dow is down 61 points. NASDAQ's up 117 points. S&P's up 9. I'd like to see the Dow. The industrials are lagging the market right now. I'd like to see the Dow start to climb here. Take a look at the Diamond ETF. Diamond ETF here, retracement down to that 10 on a 3-month daily. And you're looking 265 or 26,500 to support. Looking for that 2,700 again this week, which is about another 400-point climb here possible on Diamond Dow. So next green candle on Dow, I'd be adding to some positions there. That's going to pretty much do it for the morning session here, guys. Got a class today. And gotta figure out the schedule here for this week. Had some big events going on this week, but don't have the team here, so I have to decide now what I'm gonna do. So great job, guys. Google's still taking off. 1549 now a share on Google. Markets are taking off again. Qs are getting a climb. Looking good. Really happy with the start of the week. So we'll get off here, guys, and I'm going to be in the trade room. I have a class today from 12 to 1, and then we will be going live again after that. So great start to the week, guys. Really happy. Dave Gallo, great job finding that Peloton trade there. That one's working out beautifully. Teledoc's looking great. All of our trades, Overstock, Teledoc, Peloton. Let's see here. Moderna trade is even doing great. mRNA. Moderna 83.51. Still looking great on Moderna. We're almost at max net gains on that. Google looking great. Gold, GOLD. That's looking phenomenal. New highs of the day on gold. I'm expecting that $29-30 within a couple of weeks there. And our Amazon trade. And those are all the trades. All of our trades are looking great. 30.70 share on Amazon, looking good. We have the Amazon, Gold, Google, Moderna, Overstock, Peloton, Teledoc, and Walmart trade. Walmart's the only one that's down today. And that one's retracing back down possibly to 130. If she gets a retracement down to 130, next green candle after that 130 support, I'd be looking to add to that December 18th Walmart trade there. So great job this morning, guys. Going to head off here now, get ready for the class. If you guys are interested in classes, if you're interested in joining, please go to our website, breakingchartalerts.com, and get signed up. And if you guys shoot us a message on our website here, we'll also help you there if you need any help. So I'll log out here so you guys can see what it looks like to you guys. Once you log in, you have many more options as a trader or pro trader member. So learn how to trade options. Come join us. We have a great community. We have classes. We have everything going on, and we teach you our trade plan. And if you guys have questions, anything, feel free to shoot us a message, and happy to get a hold of you. Alrighty, guys. Take care. God bless. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the afternoon trading session. All right, and if you guys want to come join, just go to join now, and here's our membership pricing plans. Alrighty, guys. Take care, and have a great day, and I'll see you in the trade room. Alrighty, guys. Bye-bye.